Hi, I'm Max Front, and this is Cougar News. Welcome to this week's announcements. Student ID cards are available in the front office before school, during passing periods, at lunch, and after school. Athletics must have paid their athletic fee before your first regular game. Please visit Ms. Yeager Schofield if you have any questions. If you are a White Mountain Works student, please turn in your signed paperwork as soon as possible. If you have any questions, please see Mrs. Butler. And that's it for these week's announcements. Thank you.
Good morning, Shola High School. My name is Mila Hewitt, and I'm here doing sports coverage with Calvin. How are you today, Calvin?
I'm doing pretty good. We won our pacing tournament. I'm real stoked about that, and I'm glad that our boys pushed through.
Yeah, that's great. Who was the highest competitor of the tournament?
To us, it was definitely Snowflake, and we need to get after it, and the boys need to push through, and I know if we work together as a team, and we can do our best, but the highest there, it was Highland, and that was a tough game for all of us, and especially Dutch took a fall for that one, but we played through.
Well, thank you, Calvin. What are you most excited about for this season?
This season, I'm excited about playing against Chino our first game, and it would be pretty good if everyone at the high school pulled up and get some spirit on there.
Can you remind us what date that is?
That's going to be on Tuesday next week.
And now we're back with some more sports coverage with Raquel Wilson from the girls soccer team. So you guys had a tournament in Payson as well, same as the boys. How do you feel that the team played?
First of all, can I just say thank you so much for having me on this
You're
very
welcome.
prestigious talk show and for being our host. It's quite fun. Also, before I answer your question, shout out to Tatum Moore, wherever she is. She paid me $20 to say that. Okay. Sorry, what was your question?
How do you think the team did at the Payson tournament?
The girls did fantastic, as always. I believe we took first. We actually had to play some very hard teams, like Blue Ridge and Snowflake, unlike the boys, who won the tournament, but they didn't actually have to play any hard teams. But yes, we did very well. We won 3 games, tied 0-0 with a team that shall remain nameless.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. And then your first game of the season was against NPA, last year's state champions. How do you think that game went? How do you think they played?
It was a bit rough, but we did really well, actually, considering that they are the state champions. It kind of went back and forth. They got 2 goals pretty quick, and then we got a goal, actually, by my host here. Shout out to her. And then they scored again, and then we scored again, and then the final score was like 4-2.
4-2.
But we did pretty well.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Raquel. So we will probably see you later on this year. So thank you.
Probably the state finals. Go team.
What's up, Cougars? Me and Kyson are back to give you the weekly games. There's a football game at Wilcox on September 6th. Show up if you can. It's far away, but if you can bring your green and gold, that'd be so awesome. They'd love you there.
And there will be a boys soccer game in Chino on September 3rd. If you can be there, show up in your green and gold and be hype.
It's going to be lit.
Hi, I'm Max Front, and I'm here with this week's Student of the Week, Cameron Kenyon. So we just have a few questions for you, Cameron. How long have you been doing film?
I have been doing film for, this will be my 4th consecutive year in a row, so film 1, 2, and then 3, 4, or 3, 4, however I did that. I don't know what I did, but about 4 years on and off.
That's awesome. What started your passion for film?
Actually, it was between cinematic movies. Like, I guess a reference would be the Napoleon one. It's not a great movie, but the cinematics I love. And a lot of YouTubers like Peter McKinnon, I really love the cinematics. It's what got me into it.
Totally. Do you plan to continue with film?
Absolutely. I believe I'm going to do my test for drone certification, Part 107 in the Valley. That'll let me do commercial drone videos as well for advertising and maybe City of Sholo.
And what's one word of advice that you have for the audience?
For a film, honestly, get started, kind of like Cade said last week. It's just all about starting, and don't worry too much. It's never going to come out great on your first one, second one, third one, fourth, whatever it is, but you will learn it eventually.
Thank you so much for those, Cameron. And tune back next week for next week's Student of the Week.
All right, don't forget to check all our social medias and keep up on your team reaches. Have a great rest of your week, guys.
Thank you.
Go Cougars.
Go Cougars, yay.